Ladies and gentlemen, what's crack-a-lacking? So first thing we want to do here for this Easter egg is hit that power button. We're going to interact here with our two terminals. So the first one right there and the other one over here. Now this is pretty self-explanatory. Little white squares with stars in the middle, and that's what you got to do next. So we're hitting up our anomaly right here. We're going to go ahead into the dark ether. And what we're doing now is we're going to go ahead and get our part for the pack-a-punch machine to go ahead and open that up. And along the way here, guys, in this dark ether, what you're going to want to do is go ahead and take out these crystals. They're going to help you out a lot. They drop a lot of good loot, ammo. They drop salvage. They could even drop the ray gun for you. They could drop armor, stuff like that. Really, really good stuff that you guys are probably going to want. At this point, I would like to thank each and every one of you for your support. It is truly amazing. I cannot thank you guys enough. I love each and every one of you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you all so much. So when you're in this part here, there could be two separate areas where the pack-a-punch part could be. The first one in the pond area, but like I said, again, you'll see the white squares with the black stars in the middle. That's where you want to go. So ours is going to be right here at this ether tunnel. We're going to go ahead and teleport into the ether tunnel. Once we get to the bottom, we're going to see our pack-a-punch part right like so. There we are. Go ahead, pick that part up. Now we're going to bring it over to the pack-a-punch machine. We're going to put it into the pack-a-punch machine, and then that step is all done. Oh yeah, baby. So there it is. Pack-a-punch is open. Now, once you've gotten that done, we got to get the ether scope going. So you're going to see these anomalies. Now, where these anomalies are is going to be based on where your first part is. So mine was there in the pawn area, which means my first part is going to be in the crash site, which you'll see here. If you get it to where it's on top of the penthouse, your first part is going to be in spawn. If you get it to where it is by the pack-a-punch machine, the anomaly, your first part is going to be by the pack-a-punch machine. So there's our first part right there, and be aware there is dogs that spawn in every time you grab these parts. The second part there in the pack-a-punch area, next part here in the yard, that's the spawn area. Once you got all three parts, go ahead to assemble them. So assemble them here underneath the pack-a-punch machine. Make sure you go ahead and pick up the ether scope when you're done. Now we're going to be hitting this anomaly here at the medical bay at this point. Once you've gone through the dark ether and it puts us into the dark ether, right by the computer here, you're going to see a notebook. So it's a diary. Go ahead, pick up the diary. Now we got to do the ghost steps. So we're going to go interact with some ghosts. And the first one's going to be right down here by Speed Cola. Interact with them the one time, interact with them again to give them the diary. Now the next one's going to be here, control room, and this is right where the trial machine is. So again, interact with them, and then interact with them again to give them the notebook or the diary. Third one right there where we built the ether scope. Now once that's all done, you're going to want to interact with the computer again, and that's going to turn on this thingy right there, whatever it's called. I don't know what it's called, but next step here, guys, take out your first Megaton. He's going to drop the key card. Go ahead, pick up that key card. Then you're going to take the key card here to Weapons Lab, insert it here. It's going to give you the DIE remote. Go ahead and grab that. You're going to make your way back to the spawn area. Now, I like rounding up my zombies here in spawn and then coming into the living room area here. We're going to interact right here. We're going to turn this on. What it's going to do is it's like a trap. It sucks up a bunch of zombies. Once it's done sucking them up, you'll be able to interact with it again. Blow the doors off, and just like that, there's the wonder weapon right there. Go ahead and pick that up. Now once you got that done, we're gonna go through these steps to upgrade these wonder weapons, because you got to do 4 different upgrades. First one right here, weapons labs. Shoot some dogs right there, and you should see hound gas inside of that little cylinder. Now we're gonna come over here. We're gonna suck up this cylinder with the wonder weapon. Go ahead, pick that up, bring it back down here to the weapons lab, insert it there. It'll turn yellow. Pick it on up. Now we're almost done with this one. We're going to bring it back up to the crash site area. Interact right here. Knife it. Interact again. And that's how you get the DI Nova 5. So there's one right there. The second one, we're going to come right here. We're going to shoot this box. Once you've shot in the box, it's going to drop the flask. Go ahead, pick up the flask. Now right here, you're going to need a Megaton to hit you by this tree. And he's going to light this kind of like mushroom thing up on the tree purple. Once that's done, you can put the flask down. The flask will fill up. Once it's filled up, you can go ahead, pick it up, and then we're bringing it right here in Medical Bay. It's going to like freeze the locks and stuff on this container. And then you go ahead, interact with it again, and there is our cryo freeze. Next one is the fire. So we're going to shoot this right here. Now you can get this fuse in the dark ether. Make sure you shoot that box, pick it up. Once you picked it up, we're going to interact with that anomaly in the pond area. Then we're coming down here by the weapons lab. You'll see this right here. Interact with that. You'll see like a laser go by. Yeah, baby. And then we're going to go back up to the pond area where the anomaly was. Right on top of the truck right here is where you're going to get the thermal paste, whatever one it is. Go ahead, grab that one. And the least and final one is the electrical one. So we're going to take that anomaly there. Our first thing right here that we got to suck up is at the top of Penthouse. Now, every time you suck one of these up, you got to come back down here in the particle accelerator room, shoot at that box. And then the second one here is going to be right here at the crash site. So go ahead, suck them up, bring them back down. And the third and final one in the pond area. Grab that one. You're going to make your way back down here again, shooting that box. Once you've done all three, you're good to go. So go ahead and interact with it. There is the lightning bolt one done. Now you're going to come to this thing, and they each got their own specific color. So every time you grab one of these, you're going to go ahead and shoot that. So there's the gas one. Once you've done all four of them, like they all got their separate colors here, guys. So once you've gotten all four of them done, you're ready to go ahead. You'll see this anomaly right here. Go ahead, interact with that anomaly. You'll be able to come up top here, interact with these ghosts. And once you're done interacting with these ghosts, they're going to drop you a tool. Go ahead and pick up that tool. Now we're going to make our way back to the spawn area. At this point, I suggest grabbing yourself a Semtex. You're going to need some kind of explosive. Now you're hitting the tank 3 times. You'll be able to interact with it. On the 3rd time, you'll see a zombie pop out, which is good. You want to see that. You can kill a zombie if you don't. No big deal. Once he goes back under, you'll be able to shoot your grenade right under where the spout of the kaboomer thing is right there. But it's going to shoot out this golden thing right here in the crash site. Now, when you go towards that, a bunch of dogs and stuff are going to spawn in. So just be aware of that. Take out all the dogs and everything. Just make sure you have the one zombie left before you pick this up, because you are going to run pretty slow while you have this. So make sure, like I said, you got the one zombie. Pick it on up. And then we're going to be bringing it back down to where we picked up the tool, like where we interacted with those ghosts. And I'm about to show you that right here. Let's go running with this thing. It's so heavy. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Pop it in right there. Now we're ready for a megaton. You got to split the megaton, and each half is got to be teleported into this canister thing right there where you shot all your different wonder weapons at. It's going to teleport both halves up into there. Now, it's got to be the same megaton. Remember that. Once it's got both of them, interact with the computer. Now, we're almost done here, guys. We're going to come on down here to the Omega Outpost. You'll see that anomaly. Once you've interacted with that, you'll be able to come right here, and you'll see the last ghost you got to interact with. Once you're done interacting with him, he's going to drop like a postcard. Go ahead and pick up that postcard. Now we are going into the boss fight. So what we got to do in here, he's going to have his little spiel. He's going to do his big shindig, yada, 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 this, that, this, and that. But he's going to help you out here. So what you want to do is you want to help him out. You want to take all the zombies that are attacking him. Now, you can run around here, guys. I mean, he's never going to go down. He's not going to die. So you can just keep running laps. And every now and again, go ahead and shoot the zombies that are attacking him. Now, you're going to have to do this in 3 different spots. Once you're done all 3 different spots, it's going to give you, like, it's going to open everything up. And you're just going to have to go and kind of like exfil kind of thing. I will show it in the gameplay. You guys will see it. Now, you got to be very careful here because the lightning is crazy. So I suggest that you guys take the exact same way that I do in the gameplay. So make sure you guys watch it. If you have any issues, just keep on watching over and over and over again. Make sure you got everything right, guys. Make sure you're doing them step by step like I showed you in the video, and all should be good. Now for a message from our sponsors. Today's video is sponsored by Boss Services. These are my partners in all reliable Call of Duty services, from level 1000 to camos and much, much more. For a cheap and legit price, go check them out. Link's going to be in the description below. Thanks for the sponsor, bosses.
Military tech gets better every day. He's down for good this time.
Going for a stretch.